do this before I go to bed. I want to show you the benefits of Peltor's gel ear seals with this mannequin head that I bought from an antique store. Well, it's called Gifts and Treasures Antique, whatever it was called. But anyway, I wanted to show it to you. Anyway, this is pretty much why I got this thing for, and to make the headphones not so tight, kind of stretch them out a little bit. But anyway, I just want to show you here. These right here are HY80 gel double back gel ear seals by Peltor put out, HY80s. And of course I got them on those. I got them on these. Our Protect headset there. Of course I got fleece in them as well. But I want to show you though how well, even on a mannequin, whatever you want to call it, how well they sit there. And if it's flesh, it'd do a whole lot better, of course. And you can see how well they seal on there, even behind the ears here. Turn this just right. Got my headlamp on that headlamp shining light. I forgot I didn't have a light bulb in my light here in my room. But anyway, you can see how well they seal. Very nice. Right there too. So that's why it's pretty neat to get these things, because it helps block out a little bit more noise, and they're really comfortable. And the reason why they call them double back or camel back, whatever you call them, is because you got the two layers. You got the inner part and you got the outer part. The inner part goes around your ears, and the outer part kind of goes outside your ears. So it makes like a double layer. That's what's so neat about it. And if you just peel this back right here, you can still see her ears. Well, the mannequin's ear is all the way, encompassed, or not encompassed, encased or encapsulated. And it also makes an imprint on the fleece in there, which is really comfortable. I can't talk. Very comfortable. You see, just put it on like that. See how it goes over your ears, like that. It's very nice. Yep. So, and here's the same way. Oh, let me get my light here. See, it kind of spreads out, flattens out, and it covers the under the cheekbone, things like that, and underneath the we call it the mastoid there. Let me get a little closer here. It's even doesn't look like it's covering, the inner part is covering, and outer part is not as much. But if it's flesh, and your flesh is going to snug up to it. And so this is only plastic or rubber, plastic rubber. So it's pretty tight. I'm gonna hook you to death. No, I'm making. Don't smile so much. Anyway, you can see how comfortable these can be on your ears too. There. Let's try these other ones. Try the palm. Let's try my Where tunes connect. See how they come off the ears? Isn't that neat? Let's try these right here. This is my own. This is pretty much what I bought this thing for. That's another one on eBay that I'm thinking about getting with hair. And if I get the one with hair, then I'm sure how important it is to seal the ears without hair in the way. Of course, I got to pull this one down like that, like so. There we go. Yeah, this one's a little bit different there. Um, the thickness of the headband is probably, well, or either. This part right here is kind of acting funky. Anyway, yeah, it's not riding as much as I thought it would be. The design of the ear cups on these are slightly different. So on my ears, they cover all the way. They cover, just like that. But on this one, it's kind of hard. I think it's because of the headband, the thickness of the headband. It's kind of distorting it a little bit. But for the most part, I get on there. Our ears are covered. Yep, so check out right here. You can see how that, this right here, the gel kind of fills in the gaps and avoids where there's like a Impact Pro by Howard Light. If that were on your ears with just a regular ear cushions, there'd be a gap right there. Now with the Impact Pros, there's some kind of a gel design they have, Impact Sport, I mean, and they would fill in that gap just like these are. But some of them, some earmuffs you put on, they don't do what the HY80s do or the gel types do. So I actually ought to do another one here with the pilot headphones I'm going to send to somebody. We're not pilot headphones, they're shooter earmuffs. But anyway, so you can see same thing here. Ear kind of gets snugged in there. My ear's a little bit longer than that, so naturally it's not going to fit so well in there like hers is. Well, the mannequins, what do you want to call it? Let's take those off. Try these right here. These are going to probably fit a whole lot better. Let's see here, that goes like that. Come on, you. Oh, come on. Kind of hard doing this one-handed. There we go. There you go, girly. Here. So they fit like the other ones. They don't have these right here don't have a headband wrap, so they're going to fit a little bit better. So you can see it's the same thing there. Just kind of flattens out a little bit and kind of seals up everything. And that's what you want. You want a nice headphone earmuffs, whatever. If it's this is Peltor Protax. They got a 2 and a 3 out. They don't make Peltor Protax anymore that I know of. But anyway, this right here seals up really nice against the ears. And so you can see it right there going all the way around. Same thing here. And that's the smallest setting, of course, one next to the smallest setting. This is a little bit down there. Let's see, so peel that back. You see your ear in there. All good and sealed. Not a lot of noise reduction going on there. So you would just cut that on. And you turn it up and down like that. I don't know if it's on. I have to listen to it and see if it's on. There's something I'm sending someone here. And check this out real quick. I'm sending her these. A young lady on YouTube. She got these from me today. Of course, they don't. Well, not these, but these right here. The connects work to his connect, but they just didn't have the gel, the ear pads on them. Or the headband wrap. So let me see if I can get some light on here. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I can. Enable flash. There we go. Why did I think of that before? Anyway, you can see how our ear's sealed in there. Again, it's right in here. Really nice, snugged in there. That's what's important. Having all that hair out the way and having nice ear seals, This is why these HY80s are so neat. Now you can see there's like a little bit of gapish on this outside one, but the inside one's like I was talking about. See, if you pull it back just a little bit, get it out there. Nope, normal. Get down there, you. There we go. The inside here. See, it's all covered up like that. What was I saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, if you peel it back a little bit, you can see how that's on there. How the gel seal covers the ear, around the ear, the inner and the outer. That's pretty neat. So you can go pretty deep with your fingers. Now some of the ear cushions, they kind of stand off a little bit. Depends on the contour of your head and how far you get them down on the rods here and things like that, and how fleshy your cheeks are, and under your chin there, under your jawbone, your mastoid right up in there. It'll be up below your ear. It's pretty neat. So let's try this other one here. See if I can get on. Look how it comes off. It's like a seal. So I don't know how this one's gonna work. Let's see here. Do the best I can. There. Yeah, there we go. Pretty neat. These are kind of like those, but they're old Silencio shooting muffs. Yeah. So that makes a nice natural seal. These right here. I took the other ones off. They were real thin. These are not Giant. These are ear cushions, ear pads. So you can see how well they seal on there. Goes all the way around like a big old donut. Ears are sealed in there nice and snug. Yep, so a lot of noise reduction on that. And you can peel this back a little bit. See where your ear is. It's nice and snug up in there. Yep. You see most of the pressure is kind of going down here. Kind of folding off like this and kicking back right in there. Just depends on where it's at. Like right there where the jawbone is, that's where most pressure is. And then on the back of the ears there, behind the ears, not as much. You see right there. Yeah. Pretty neat. Let's see here. See all that room in there. These feel pretty good on the ears, I have to say. I thought about giving this to a young lady, this headset. But the more I look at these things, the more I don't want to get rid of them, to tell you the truth. But that's the good thing about these gels. They're really nice and they're really comfortable. Oops. And they block out a lot of noise. That's why I like them so much. But I wish I could have had some kind of paint or whatever, and then it didn't, make a mess and show you how well it seals, because it would kind of touch everywhere. And you can kind of see on this mannequin that there's like a flat spot around here that goes around the ear, and right here is where the chin meets the back of the skull, and right here where your mastoid would be behind your ear, or right about in there somewhere, where the jawbone meets the skull. And that's pretty neat right there, where this pressure point is. And usually there's like that right in there is where you have a lot less sealing going on. But with the gels, the gel ear cups, the gel ear seals, you don't have that problem, because it surrounds the ear, whatever gap is there, like minus an ear cushion, just regular ear cushions, that gel will fill in that area there. And then you have plenty more underneath the earlobe. So it's pretty neat. So, like you like these right here again. If I can put these back on our ears. Okay. Get my other hand to help me here. There we go. Let's see here. Show my point here. She's jamming now. She's jamming with the radio. Turn the radio on. And she also turned on per sound there, so she can hear people talk. Tune the radio in with a radio antenna, and hear outside noise. Anything above 85 decibels, it automatically cuts it off or drowns it out, whatever. And so let me turn that off. I'll kill it better. You can hear it. Check this out. There we go. You can hear the difference. Come on, get on there right. It was on there right earlier. I keep messing with it. That's the problem. When I turn up. Turn it over. There we go. Yeah, that's what those are for. To pick up sounds and stuff. It's these right here. If you look at it, well, let me just get my other thing here. It's probably best that I show you like this. My son's work tunes, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here, because those right there are a combination of two of them. You have this Protax and the work tunes. This is my son's right here. So I'm gonna try this on the mannequin. Let you see what I'm talking about. That should be fun. Alright, so let's take these off. Sorry, sweetie, gotta take them off for a minute. But anyway, I just wanted to show how it's sealed, and that gel went right in there behind the ear. Okay, push these down real quick. It would have been better if I would have just set the camera up somewhere else, but that's okay. Let's see here. Do a little of that. See, these are regular ear cushions on your work tunes. Then you got that little latticed foamy part in there. That's where these right here is what hurts the ears. That little, there's like a little round part in there. You can feel it through the thing here. Eventually it will anyway. Whenever these get really thin. So that's why you have to replace them. Just call 3M and they should replace them. Put them on my ears. There we go. Yeah. That makes a nice seal. It should at least. Let's check it out. See that little bit of a gap right there? And that's what I was talking about. There's a big gap right here. Right behind the ears. And right there as well. But the bigger people are, the more flesh. Like in my case, I got more flesh that are filling the gaps. So that's a good thing. There we go. So yeah, by the way, this right here, that work tune, and this right here, this Protac, you put those two together and this is what you get. This right here. This was called a Work Tunes Plus at one time, but they changed the name to a Work Tune. They changed the name to a Peltor Alert, and then the Bluetooth one is a WS Alert XP, and then there's another version called XPI. But this right here is this and that added together. Pretty neat, actually. pretty neat. So let's put this back on and see. I'll show you the difference there. Like I said, this the ear. You can barely see the back of her ear, and I refer to it as a her because it's a female mannequin. So yeah, there you go. So it's not quite covering, just a little bit, but not quite. So we take these off. You can see where the ear is in there. And put these back on. And this will help you make an informed decision on buying these if you want. Earshot Communications out of England. They got, oh wow, they ship in like 2 to 3 days. And they got plenty of these if you ever want them. These alerts. And of course the Alert XPs, the WS Alert XPs, and they ship really fast. Yep. But anyway, of course if you got flesh on your head and you got skin, usually whatever gaps this don't fill in, the skin will do it. But for the most part it will. This mannequin's head's kind of sunk in a little bit on this side, and this side is not so much. So that could have been reason for the other ones. So you can see where there's more sealing right here with the gel ear cups, the HY80s, double back, the camelbacks, what do you call them? Yeah, so they got a little bit more sealing on there, and they block out noise and stuff like that. Really neat invention, really. And you can see how it comes on the back of the neck. So that's covering that little gap between the jawbone and the back of the skull, right underneath the earlobe there. And right there. So there you go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you might have learned something from it, and I hope this will help you make an informed decision on what kind of hearing protectors you would like to get. I personally go for the Peltors, 3M Peltor. This is what this is. Focus. There we go. 3M Peltor Alert. Alright, you know, focus in. There we go. But anyway, and of course, that's 3M Tech, which is 3M Worktunes. It's the same thing. And these are 3M Worktunes, which is 2 generations for this one, from this one right here. And of course, these are the ProTacs, Peltor ProTacs. And that's Silencio, a different brand. Anyway, I hope that's helped somebody out there. And hope, like I said, I hope you make an informed decision on what kind of hearing protector you like to wear. These have nice deep ear cups, and that's why I get them. Of course, that's what the gel looks like there. It's really snug on the ears, flat and everything. Like I said, a lot of noise reduction, a little bit more noise reduction. Of course, it's great to have the fleece in there like I do, and your ear kind of makes an imprint in the fleece, as is hers is. As you can see there, see that little bit sticking out there, and the other, yeah, so makes it really comfortable on the ears. That way the inside, like these right here, it doesn't hurt your ears as much. These right here, if I can use my finger to pop this open. There we go. These right here, this is why I put fleece in mine, because of this thing right here. This kind of goes directly next to your ear canal. And that little rubber thing kind of pushes through this pad a little bit. You can see the imprint on it. And it kind of hurts your ears if you're wearing it for a long time. So that's why it's, in my opinion, of course, it's best to get these gels, or Double Alpha Academy, which is the same thing somewhat, but it's got both fleece and gels in them. I think I showed it the other day. Let's see here. I think I might still have them here somewhere or another. You don't go anywhere. You stay right there. Even though you do look Chinese. That's okay. I'll hold that against you. I like Chinese too. Love Chinese. Anyway, these right here are what I'm talking about. This is Double Alpha Academy gel ear seals. These have a combination of foam and gel, and I think I showed it on the video. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, a couple of days ago, was it? This one had a split in it, so you can see the gel, and why it's not focusing, I have no idea. Let's see here. Come on, focus. It ain't gonna focus for nothing in this world, is it? But anyway, there we go. There's the gel there, and there's the foam underneath it. So these are a little bit of both, which makes them very durable and very, you know, they don't. But at the same time, even though they stay up a lot, the benefit of those HY80s is they spread out, and the more they spread out, the more you go around your ears and make a better seal. But these do fine too. I mean, Double Alpha Academy, they do fine. Somehow or another, I got like a little crack in there, and so I got looking around and it's like, something's wrong here. And they kind of got that double camelback design as well. This part goes around your ear, this part goes on the outside. So when it flattens out, you get this wider seal edge to it. Anyway, I hope that's helped somebody, and I hope you, like I said, make an informed decision on if you're buying Peltor headsets or whatever headset you might be buying, whether it's Peltor, whether it's Howard Light, whether it's Pro Ears, what have you. The gels seem to be the best thing to go, especially when you're outside shooting, or you're at a shooting range or whatever, or maybe you're doing something else, like when it's cold, you're cutting down trees, and you want to keep your ears warm. Of course, put in fleece and put some gels on there, even though they do get cold. But when they get against your skin, against your head, that heat transfers into the gel and makes them pretty soft on your ears. So you get a good seal, or whatever else you might be doing in a shop or whatever, or whatever it might be. All right, well, I'm gonna get off here and go to bed. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I thought I was gonna go to bed at 4, but it didn't work out that way. So God bless, take care, and I hope this helps somebody. And we'll see you later.